Vamos! Vamos! Ladies and gentlemen, your football club Barcelona is at the top of La Liga currently. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 34 points in La Liga. Real Madrid falls to Girona 1-1, and it was a historic robbery. Historic robbery to the highest order. If we win La Liga this year, I am going to celebrate it 10 times over. We saw it. I even called this out, and I have receipts. I said on Chaos on the chat, we were texting. As soon as Girona scored the first goal, which was in the 45th minute, which, by the way, Unai, what an incredible baller he is. He runs the pitch the entire time. He came out, I think, in like 85th minute or something like that, so that the coach took him out so that the crowd can applaud him. Bravo, bravo. What a freaking banger, man. That is a baller right there. I remember this guy from the Club World Cup in 2022 with Morocco when they beat Portugal. He's a baller, man. In that World Cup, he played incredible. I think he's highly, highly underrated. And the way that he put, man, that pass to the middle of the box from outside the box, what a worldy finish of a goal. And by the way, guys, I'm wearing my victory shades today because Barcelona, it is lonely at the top as Real Madrid picked up their third straight draw in La Liga. And by the way, they have robbed Elche. They have robbed Girona. And I called this is what I was going to tell you. I have receipts. I flipping called it out. I said this on the Chaos chat. I said this. Girona, as soon as Unai scored that goal, Madrid had been ass the whole game in the first half. And I said, Madrid, prayers for Girona. Prayers for Girona. They have no idea what's about to hit them in the second half. Robbery incoming. And lo and behold, Vinicius Jr. takes a player one on one on the left flank. It's a 50-50 tiki-taka call. It's not even a freaking foul. They're fighting for the ball, body on body. I think Girona's defender does make a little bit of a mistake, and this happens to every defender against Madrid every single time. It happens. They are incredible dribblers. They're incredible pace, twitchy. They move around. They dribble very good. They're very good on the ball, and it's very easy to make contact with them. But I think Girona's defender made it way too easy on him, and of course, he gets the pen on the 65th minute. Mbappé buries it, and it was a 1-1. And you know what? At that point, I figure, you know what? I think this will be a confidence booster for Madrid, and they are probably going to win this game. And guess what, man? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I don't know what's going on with this team. Like I said, right now they don't have an identity. They don't know what they even do well. They don't defend very well. They don't attack very well. They don't possess the ball. I think Madrid's main problem right now is that they don't have an identity. I'll give you an example. Right, Barcelona has not been perfect, but why are we at the top? Because we are the best by going away, the best offense in the league. We have a plus differential of plus 23. And Madrid has a point differential of plus 16, which means, they are pretty good. But at the same time, they're quite lucky to be second right now because they have the same amount of points as Villarreal. As we can see right here, Villarreal, let's see. Yeah, you guys can see it. Villarreal has 32 points. They have the same amount of point differential. And I think it's just the tiebreaker that's the difference in this between Madrid and Villarreal, because Madrid beat Villarreal head-to-head matchup, and that's the only reason why they are second right now. Otherwise, they will be sitting third. This is how bad it is. And you know what, man? I think one of the issues for Madrid right now, and I just want to say this when it comes to this game, give Girona a ton of credit because Why do I say I give Girona a ton of credit? Because I think that they had an unbelievable game plan. This was set up very well, like they set up in the Premier League. Premier League teams are like this, especially like Arsenal has the same approach, right? Where they sit back, they absorb your game plan, they want to see what you want to do in this game, and what they do is they defend, they set up a good block. They were setting up the low block in the first half, and they were hitting encounters. And I think that was many of the reasons why Madrid was having a lot of trouble. And I think the manager Michael, he was very good. He knows that Madrid struggles this season breaking down low blocks, and he knows, and that's what they were doing. They were just absorbing Madrid's. They want to let Madrid have the ball, but when Girona had the ball, they were incredible. They were attacking. They were pressing. They were the counter pressures on and off the ball were just insane. Girona, and this is what I mean when I see Barcelona play. I want to see this level of intensity. I want to see these players. I want to eat the pitch, is what we say in Spanish. Comerse el campo. Comerse el campo. That means you're running for every ball on and off the pitch, making incredible runs the whole entire match. This was very much like Madrid was playing a Premier League team today. And one of the reasons why I think they struggle. They struggle with physicality, they struggle with possession. And if Girona had one or two finishers that were just a little better, every single time they had a chance, it's always the same story. Courtois and Kylian Mbappe. That's what saves them every time. When one of those two things failed, all hell breaks loose, because Mbappe had an unbelievable opportunity at the very last play of the game, and he takes a very good shot inside the box, and he barely shuts it wide. And I think that was the main reason. I think that Mbappe should have put that one away. It was very close. It nearly hit the post. Girona was a little bit lucky on that play. I'll give you guys that. But no, man, I think every time Girona was having a few good chances, what was happening is it was Courtois who was really literally what was happening in this whole match for Girona. Every time I think they had two one-on-ones that weren't that clear of chances because there were defenders in the area. But every time they were finished, they weren't finished properly. And when they did get it on target, it was Courtois saving the day. So now, one thing I do want to say here when it comes to this lineup, and sorry, my camera is acting up. It's not showing up. But one thing it became very clear to me in this game in particular is the fact that Bellingham and Arda Güler don't seem to be working together. I don't think this lineup ever since. Don't you guys feel? Let me know in the comments. Don't you guys feel like as soon as Jude Bellingham came back from injury, Arda Güler has been less and less and less involved into Real Madrid's offense? It's almost like they have too much of the same player, and even though Jude Bellingham is lined up as a number 8, he plays more like a 10, and that leaves a lot to be desired in the backfield. And Tchouaméni, literally, it's there by himself the most of the time. And I don't know. Let me, you guys be the judge. I want you guys to tell me, because the more Jude Bellingham has been playing, the less protagonist Arda Güler have become. And right now, Arda Güler, man, he got subbed off. Or what? Like, let me check. I think he got subbed off early in to begin the second half, or at the half. Right? He came out. Let's see, Arda Güler in the 46th minute. I don't know if he was injured or whatever, but that seems a little extreme to me. Subbing off Arda Güler at the halftime. Again, Valverde looks like a shell of himself in this game. I don't think he had a very good game. I don't know what you guys think of Rudiger coming back. He looked very, very rusty. He looked very, very slow and lethargic. Militao looked good. Coming back from injury as well. I don't know, guys. I think overall this was a very bad performance. I think some of the good things that happened for Madrid in this game was Vinicius Jr. I think Vinicius Jr. was being a force. I think he drew the pen. He had a few shots where he cut outside and took the shot, sort of like what Leo Messi used to do, and then but like on the other side, right? And like he cut outside and take the shot, and there were two shots that were extremely, extremely close in my opinion. But I think Mbappe again when he's not scoring goals, when he's not, finishing up plays, he's not making those runs. He's not having, he's not opening up lanes for Vinicius, not opening up lanes for Arda Güler, whoever's playing on that right wing. And I think that's the main issue that Madrid has right now. But give Girona a lot of credit, man. They got robbed today because that penalty, man, that was a soft as shit, man. And of course, it always happens when Madrid is on the other side and it's on the other end of this place. And I just hate to see it, man. And even Dave gave me credit on the chat, and he said, "Wow, Miguel really called this." And I said, "Yes, that's the easiest prediction I will always make about Madrid. When in doubt, they always going to get held by the referees, and I am going to celebrate La Liga if we win this title like times 10, because we are the most affected by the referee calls. And I saw this article that Archivo Bar put out, and he said that Barcelona has been the most affected with 5 bad referee calls. Madrid was like 4th with like 3. But I think they said something on the article. They say something like, okay, well, Madrid has had 3 to Barcelona's 5, but Madrid's 3 had no impact in win or lose. But Barcelona had impact in win or lose or draw. So that was the big difference. And right now, the fact that Barcelona, after losing to Real Madrid, we are back at the top of La Liga, man. Barcelona, culés, Barca Nation. After so much crap we've been through already, after so much crap, after we given up, Madrid have celebrated La Liga already. When they beat us, they celebrated this title. And look at us. We're at the top of La Liga as we currently stand right now. How do you like them apples, Madrid fans? How do you like them apples? You were laughing at us because we lost to Chelsea. You were laughing at us. And now look at you guys. Now keep laughing at you guys. Who's laughing now? He who laughs last laughs better. That's all I'm trying to say. And Barcelona, man, we are going to be better. We are going to play better. And the next time we see you, we are going to be a better team. And I'm telling you, as soon as everybody else gets back, listen, man, we got Atletico Madrid here coming up very soon. Our defense looks shaky. I'm going to be talking about the preview here in just a little bit. But guys, man, right now, let's celebrate this moment. We have Atletico Madrid on Tuesday. We can't celebrate for too long, but I'm celebrating, dude. I'm stoked. Generational weekend. Barca wins at the Camp Nou, going away. Messi wins the Eastern Conference Final. And now Madrid drops points for the 3rd time in a row, something that has not happened in a very long time. Man, I'm so happy. But guys, let me know in the comments how you feel about Barcelona being at the top. It is lonely at the top, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, with my victory shades, whether you like it or not, Visca el Barça.